All right, we're going to number 4 on the most common objections and how we're going to utilize our framework of acknowledge, confirm, ask to get past the objection of busy/schedule, right? So prospect comes in, you present them, hey, here's what I think would be the best plan for you, super confident, you train with us 3 days a week, we're going to be able to accomplish all your goals in the next 6, 9, 12 months, whatever it might be. Are you ready to get started on that plan? They go, man, everything you're saying sounds great. I think you guys are actually a perfect fit for exactly what I've been looking for a very long time. But honestly, I'm going to have to go and check my schedule just because I'm super busy. I've got 3 kids. The one I have to take to practices in the morning. The other one, they've got dance in the evening. I got to check with my husband to see if he's going to be able to help out. And just the logistics of it is going to be really challenging. So I would love to do this, but I might not be able to do it right now. I have to check my schedule and see if I can make this work. What are we going to do? Are we going to dive in and we're just going to go into objection overcome? Hopefully, if you watch the other videos, the answer is no. We're going to acknowledge that objection around busy schedule, right? And then the second thing that we're going to do, which is a subset of acknowledge, is we are going to make that particular objection acknowledge that it actually aligns with buying behavior. So how do we do that? She says, busy schedule, all that. We go, oh, absolutely, totally understand. I wouldn't want you to sign up for something and then not be able to utilize it. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So I'm really happy that you're going to take some time to make sure that you can actually work this into your schedule. Honestly, the people that do that are the ones that get the best results. So the fact that you're wanting to take some time to actually map this into your schedule over the long term is one of the best things that you can do. And typically the people that get really good results with us that are super busy, just like you, do the same exact thing. They take some time, they sit down, they map out their schedule, and they make sure that this is something that they can commit to long term. So I love the fact that you're wanting to do that, right? So what do? We acknowledged the schedule issue, but then we also associated that schedule issue with buying behavior and with people that have a ton of really good success with us. Now, the next thing that we want to do is we want to confirm the value. Because a lot of times when people bring up a schedule issue, it might not be a schedule issue, it could be a smokescreen for price or some other issue. So we always want to confirm the value before we super dive into, is this actually a scheduling issue? So we confirm the value by doing the same thing that we've done before where we say, look, I know you got that schedule issue to work out, so I'm going to check in with you in a couple days. But before you leave, I want to make sure that everything else you're super confident and locked in with. So when we talked about the best option for you, I know we were talking about 3 times a week. It's going to cost X amount. Do you feel like that's something that you could afford long term? Not even just for this month, but over the next 6, 9, 12 months? Do you feel like you can reasonably allocate, let's say, $400 a month towards these goals that I know you said were super important to you? 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. See what she says, right? Because she's either going to say, yes, absolutely, ready to go. And you're like, okay, good. It's not a price objection. It's actually a schedule objection. So I want to dig in more on the schedule. Or she might say well, honestly, that's the other thing. I do have a schedule issue, but it is kind of really expensive. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to afford it. It's okay, great. It's not a schedule issue. It's a price issue. Let's dive into price and let's use the same framework to get them past price objection. Now, let's assume in this case, it's not price, it's not spouse, it's not think about it. It is truly schedule. What we're then going to do is we're going to ask the real question around schedule. Now, I know that you're super busy. I know that you're going to have to work out the times and all of those types of things. But if we were able to find a way to get you in here, let's say maybe even not the 3 days a week, but at least 2 days a week consistently, would you be ready to move forward with this program? So we're asking, if we're able to solve the problem, are you ready to get started today? And we want to make sure that that answer is yes. If that answer is no, then something was wrong in these other areas. And we're going to need to go back to confirm the value. Because it's well, if we could still solve the problem for you today, why would you not be ready to get started today? Potentially it's because it's actually a price issue or there's some other objection. Maybe now she brings up, well, actually, even if I could, I do need to check with my spouse. Now you got to get past that objection, right? And this is like, what we're talking about is like real deal sales objection overcome. This is what happens in real life when you're working through these scenarios with people, is it's not always going to be cut and dry like, oh, it's just a price issue, boom, we solved that. It might be a price issue and a spouse and a thing about it and a busy schedule. We have people that you're going to see in real life when you're working with clients and prospects that they have every single one of the main objections. And if you're really good, you're going to be able to work through every single one in a single consultation. And then when you get to the end, the only logical solution is, okay, let's do this thing. We worked out all the objections. Now, going back to schedule, you ask the real question, and they say, yes. Well, if you were able to find a way for me to consistently get in here 2 times a week, let's say, instead of the 3, I would be willing to sign up today. Okay, awesome. Well, let's do this then. Like, why don't we just like take a couple minutes and let's map out your schedule together, because I know all the times, you know the other stuff that you've got going on. So together we can actually work out this problem right now, because I know, as you just said, you're super busy. As soon as you leave here, you're probably not going to set aside time to actually work through the scheduling issues. So when's the best time to do it? Right now, while we're talking about it. I'm the expert on what we've got going on. You're the expert in your life. We put it together, we could solve this issue. Is it cool if we just take maybe 5 minutes and see if we could work out this schedule? And if we can't, you're more than welcome to take as much time as you need over the next couple weeks. Is that fair? Yeah, okay, no problem. Boom. You bring out a calendar and you literally work through the days, times. Can you find 2 hours in a week that she can get in there? If the answer is yes, you sign her up. Very simple. You always want to work through the actual details. But one of the things that you see I did kind of in a kind of quick question there is I'm asking permission, right? I'm asking permission at every stage of the sale. Hey, is it cool if we do this? Is it cool if we take a couple minutes and work through this scheduling issue? If we were able to solve the problem, would you be okay with moving forward? Yes, right? We're asking questions that allow us to continue to move forward towards the sale.